All right, we got Zach, Maggie, and me. And we are on Zach's mystery tour today. Where are we headed, dude?
We're headed to the Fortress of Solitude.
Yes.
It's been a minute since we've ridden with Zach.
I know. It has been. We've been trying to escape Vegas and these cockamamie adventures, Montana, all this stuff. But now the weather's cool enough. It is perfect Utah weather.
And we were back with Zach.
Yeah.
Starting at our favorite coffee shop, Pikey's. This is a good spot. This is seriously our favorite spot in town for motorcycle meetups. Yeah, anyway, and this guy wants to get in our shot. Time to go. Let's go.
What did we just install on the bike? The AC unit, right?
Air conditioning. Cheapest AC you can buy.
What do you got here?
We got ice. And this is called swamp cooling with Justin. We be swamp cooling those nuts by putting a swamp cooler up here. Maggie, what are you doing?
I'm using our swamp cooler to wet our neck beaters. We've got a legal ride. We've got a... What is this one?
That's the one the guys...
Moto Discovery. Nice.
Yeah.
Our guy has friends from Mexico, from the Dusty Lizard.
That's right.
But we just took the exit to the Flying J, which is lower flat top road or something like that. But Flying J exit. And years ago, in 21, we came to this very spot. It was our first stop as we made our way up to make a video, which we ended up pitching to Harley.
So Maggie and I have known each other for a long time, and when we first started seeing each other, she told me this crazy story that she was going to take her Lowrider S to all four corners of the U.S. Yeah. And then I was like, well, do you have any sponsors yet? And she goes, no. And I was like, what do you say we make a video? And so this was one of the stops, and there's a pretty infamous photo that's actually at the HD Museum that we took in this spot.
Yeah.
And then the cool thing is we made that video and we sent it to a couple of contacts, random contacts that we found on for Harley. And Harley responded and said they'd like to support Maggie's trip by loaning her one of their new bikes.
The new Pan America that had just launched.
So it was the brand new Harley-Davidson Pan America. So this spot kind of signifies the beginning of it all.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
And it was hot as balls.
It was.
And then we got up to Utah and it was 30 degrees.
Yeah, Maggie was not happy.
I forget about temperature changes. And I get real excited about riding motorcycles. And all of a sudden, it's cold.
And I did not know at the time how much she really does not like the cold and how cranky that made her.
So now we've got ice. So we're going to head up to the Fortress of Solitude. But we heard it's going to be nice and cool out there. So thank you, Utah.
All right, we're going to hit it.
One, two.
Zach, where are we?
This is stop one on our mystery tour. This is called Mini Mount Rushmore.
Except they do kind of look like the Easter Island guys more than presidents.
That one does, for sure. That's funny. These ones look like Native Americans.
It's a little weathered. There's another one just a couple of feet that way. Somebody took the time to carve these out, so that's rather interesting.
That's cool because it's pretty sandy stone. There's names, carvings.
All right, let me ask you a question.
All up and down.
Is this defacing nature or art?
I'd say it's art because it's sandstone and this is all going to erode away eventually.
No, I'm going to pee over here and it's going to erode away.
Sure.
What do you think of it?
I think it's wild. I want to know who had the time and the skill to do this. I mean, I also asked that question about Mount Rushmore.
Aliens.
Aliens.
For sure, aliens. Or it was Julia.
Who picks the presidents that end up on Mount Rushmore?
Presidents.
Other presidents?
Other presidents.
Well, how did they pick them? What was the criteria?
Which is the mightiest white guy?
I don't know. There's 4 of them. They couldn't make a decision, obviously. They put Lincoln had his own statue.
True.
Which presidents even are on Mount Rushmore?
George Washington.
Abraham Lincoln. Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. Is it the founding fathers?
It's the founding fathers.
Oh, that was the criteria.
So wait, who's
That
the
checks
last one?
out.
Who's the 4th one?
Was it Roosevelt with the glasses?
Maybe.
But he's not a founding
I'm
father.
a
Though.
historic idiot.
Yeah, he's not a founding father.
I haven't been in school in a very long time, so
It's turned into a trivia that we are all not qualified for. So
Right.
let's carry on.
We're just gonna go with Ansel Adams. All right, let's continue on our mystery tour.
Where are we at?
we're at Veyo Pies in Veyo.
Oh, sorry. Veyo, Utah.
Veyo Pies in Veyo, Utah.
Parking like a dick.
No, I park professionally. How
In
about
the
you?
Professional handicap person.
Oh, god damn it. I am handicapped.
We're looking for the Mountain Meadow Memorial.
What happened there, Zach?
It's the Mormon Massacre. Nobody wants to talk about the Mormon Massacre.
We can't talk about it, but we're gonna go look at it.
Yeah.
The Mormon Massacre Site. Also known as what?
Mountain Meadows.
Mountain
That
Meadows.
sounds not assuming.
It has the same alliteration as Mormon Massacre. It should be easy to remember.
So far from home where the ocean stood, down dust and pine worn tracks.
Turns out that people have been being a-holes for a really long time. So where are we, Maggie?
Mountain Meadows Massacre Site. Also known as the Mormon Massacre Site.
And where are we?
We are just outside Veyo, Utah. And Zach can tell us where we're at and what is the significance of this place.
Tell us a little bit about this place, dude.
Well, this is off Highway 18, and it's right between Enterprise, which is about 10 miles up the road, and Veyo, which is 10 miles down the road. Back in like 1857, there was what I grew up learning was it was the Mormon Massacre. It's something that my Mormon friends didn't like talking about, where a group of men, Mormon men, raided a camp dressed like Indians and killed everybody.
That's fucked up.
Hey,
Sorry,
can't curse. Anyway,
It's messed up.
yeah, that's messed up.
Mormon Meadows Massacre messed up.
Yep. The story, according to this plaque here, is that basically these guys had they recruited some of the Indian guys, and then they went into this encampment. And after a little while, there was a big fight, and there was a truce. And then the militiamen and the Mormon militiamen and the Indians basically fooled everybody into giving them all their weapons and possessions. And then they had a signal, and they killed off all the boys and the men. And then they killed off all the women and children. So not very nice.
But the area is really nice.
Maggie wants to build a farm. What are you going to call your farm?
I have a farm here. Maggie's Mormon Massacre Ranch.
It's going to be hella metal, bro.
He wants cucumber.
This is going to put me to sleep.
Put cucumber chapstick on your
I was
eyeballs.
trying to beeson. So if you don't know what beeson is, that's when you take, what is the name of that stuff?
Burt's Bees.
Burt's Bees.
Peppermint.
Is it
Or minty.
peppermint?
Yeah,
The
it's
minty one. And you just put it under your eyelids right here. And
Woo! On top of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. It goes on top. I already fucked all this up.
You put it on top of your eyeballs and it wakes you up. So if you're like nodding off, just put fucking chapstick on your eyeballs and...
It's called Beezin.
Beezin.
And man, it works.
Thanks, Tam.
Thanks, Tam.
Women and Children Memorial are. You look through that little pole there.
That's where women and children were.
This is the men and boys.
I feel like we're marching, dude.
I know, right?
Is this the murder march?
Well, it just happened 600 yards that way.
Dude, what's wrong with people? Like, why?
People are jerks.
They really are.
A-holes.
A-holes.
I bet that's some
You
great
have a very firm
farmland.
grip.
Thanks. I didn't
I
want
like,
to fall.
I like the way you hold me. Doing a little strap-on action.
Shape to take when you lay like that reminds me of a love I've never had. If loving's wrong, what's a boy to do? I ain't scared of death, I'm scared of losing you. You ain't out of my league, you're out of this planet. But damn it if you ain't drilled into my skull. Take a trip uptown to clear you out of my mind. You're like sandpaper, the more I try you bind.
All right, we made it up to Zach's cabin out in Utah,
In Utah, outside Cedar City.
outside Cedar City.
We had to leave the bikes at the front because first we have another mission.
Yeah, I mean, you know, nature strikes sometimes.
Sometimes you leave your cabin for a little bit and
All of a sudden you got a log.
giant roadblock from a tree.
So we're gonna see Mr. Lumberjack in action.
We're gonna have Zach. He's gonna add to his firewood collection over here
Yeah.
and clear the pathway so that we can get the motorcycles in.
Dude, this cabin's super cool.
Super rad.
Ah. So Zach, what we got going on, dude?
Well, just gassing up my chainsaw, put a little oil in it, and I got to cut up a tree that is falling across my driveway. We got no time for messing around. We gotta get to relaxing.
We gotta move some motorcycles over here.
Yeah.
Mr. Lumberjack here.
You alright there? Ooh.
Put a rock.
I can stop being slutty farmer.
Not humongous, all right. So.
Dude, you got a TV in here?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
What is this? Hut auf den Hugelspitz.
It's a German for mouse on a house on a mountaintop. Loosely translated. Huti auf dem Hugelspitze.
Huti auf dem Hugelspitze?
Hugelspitze.
Like pizza.
Well, we like the pizza. We're gonna have pizza, right?
So, sorry, I gotta put that.
I like this.
So you got a
That's
little
cool.
corner bench here.
Yeah.
My little kitchen here. I have all the pans. I have my gas stove here. I have some canned goods, spices, coffee. The sink
Have you
works.
been here in the winter?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing.
You just have to shovel it out.
Yeah. And then I have my 2 recliners over here. They're very comfortable. They swivel. I have my little
Dude, this is.
fireplace I bought for 99 cents. Or $99. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say 99 cents. Damn, bro.
And then if you come up here, I might have mice in my mouse trap.
Oh man, this is so cute. Oh,
Yeah.
the heat rises.
Heat rises.
You get that stove cooking down there.
Oh, the fireplace heats this thing up, man. So lay in the bed.
Way into it. Oh man, that's cushy.
Yeah.
You could go into hibernation in this little cabin.
I'll love you till summer comes back again. And they've been trying to smooth me out for 27 seasons now. 27 seasons.
When I close my eyes, I think of times I could smell and hear that northern thunder. Every pine has its time to outgrow the rains of days of younger. I'll be still at the cutting mill, just make me a roof you can hide under. Take a trip uptown, clear you out of mind.
When you started,
You're like
and you retired at.
the more I try you.
There you go.
Winter was a drag.
Good morning from the Fortress of Solitude. What are we
Good
doing?
morning. We're packing up and then we're gonna go do some adventuring.
I think our mission for the day is to go check out this place called Strawberry Point. But we already packed up our tent. We're occupying this space. Justin got up to pee. Last night I could hear Zach in the fortress. Sounded like he was being attacked by a bear.
Sounded like he was making love to a bear.
But Zach's been an excellent host. He cooked us sausage and eggs for breakfast. So good. We're fueling up and we're gonna be ready to go for a full day of adventures.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do, and it was called yellow. So then I took my
Where are we? We're out at Strawberry Point in Utah. Still in Utah. This is really pretty. Oh no.
I think it's because the chunk of rock we're standing on, if you look at it from over there, it looks like a short patch strawberry.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think if you look at it, it does look like a bunch of strawberry rocks.
to something beautiful. And you know
We're at the DC Pub and Grill. DC stands for Duck Creek, in case you didn't know. And we just ate lunch because we're gonna go. Where are we headed?
The mystery tour is going to continue.
Sorry that took so dang long. We had a bunch of people come in.
You're good.
Okay.
No worries. Thank you.
On a side note, they're very friendly and great service here at the Duck Creek Pub. Anyway, now we're gonna go back a special way, stay off the main freeway. It's gonna be super cool.
Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true. Look how they shine.
Last year, you went to the Harley-Davidson Museum, and who'd you see in there?
Yeah, so I'm just walking through and I see this big poster board. I'm like, she looks familiar. It's Maggie Hicks. Holy crap, I know her. I had to immediately take a selfie and send it to you with it. And then I ran into you right outside. It was like weird how it all went down. Yeah.
So, ironically, part of Zach's mystery tour, he didn't realize it, but he actually took us through a road that kind of goes through part of Zion National Park. And that is right behind us is where we had taken that photo and done the interview for the first video that we made that got all this kickstarted.
Yeah, it started the Harley journey. I was still on my lowrider S. I still had gotten, I maybe had a couple thousand miles on it of the 30,000 I put on it that year. So,
Do you remember what was the thing you were like, what do I do with my...
what do I do with my hands? If anybody's seen that video, that's the spot.
Right here. It's a
Yeah.
good spot.
Well, that was a really fun adventure. It's sweaty now. We got to hit some really nice cool temperatures. We had an epic day of riding yesterday through some really cool spots with some scenic overlooks, some Mormon Massacre stuff, you know, the typical road trip things, pie.
Some damn good pie.
Yeah, and it was really cool to finally make it to the Fortress of Solitude. We've been talking about it. We needed to just put the dates in the calendar, make a thing of it, and it was awesome. So cool, and such a beautiful area of Utah that just fall in love with Utah every single time I come out here.
Zach's mystery tour was definitely a 10 out of 10.
Yep.
We
10 out of
got
10.
a lot of good spots. It was nice to like stay off the 15. That's been his goal the whole time, is to stay off the main freeway, and we stayed cool up until this very moment right now. But we're gonna now, I guess, hightail it home.
Well, we're stay out. We're gonna avoid I-15 a little bit longer. We're gonna avoid the entire town of St. George. So, and then we'll take the gorge back. But yeah, this is a great time, man. This is just weird how this all culminated right here with.
I know,
that. Now
so
just-
strange. All right, and you know what we say at the end of every one of our episodes? Well, not every one of them, but we try to.
We do our best.
Yeah, all right. Well, anyway, this is the Way